I'm almost back, hang on. There we go. I'll grab myself another can from the fridge. I've had my coffee, I've had bacon, I've had some spaghetti bolognese earlier, and you know what? I felt like it's about goddamn time. We return to some lovely, fantastic JRPG madness. I will probably still do some Atelier Riser at some point, but it's just like the Final Fantasy VII. It'll eventually happen. It hasn't yet, but it will eventually happen. Like, let's not put more onto our plate, but yeah. Rest in peace, Galavir, for getting Clara dupe rather than Hoo-Hoo. My heart goes out to you, my friend, but at least you have an E2 Clara, which is pretty still decent. In fact, if I had the choice, I'd go for an E2 Clara myself, but unfortunately, it keeps wanting to give me Himiko. It doesn't ever want to give me Bronya instead. I'm very sad on that. Hope you're doing well, though, Mr. Rain and Mr. Rinning. Once again, this glorious game was gifted to me by Mr. Rinning. We're still in the prologue, somehow. I don't quite know how we're still in the prologue, but we are. I'm still very confused on that, and yet we've been in the prologue for 9 hours and 24 minutes. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't worry, that's just me trying to clear my throat a little bit. But whatever. It is what it is. And we are back. And out of space, what was I even doing anymore? I don't even know. Did I have some requests? They're reported. They've all been reporting. Hello, you've reached the CPD. CPD, this is Fran speaking. There's nothing you have to report now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's no one to report. Cool. Seriously, what the hell were we doing? I really don't remember. Detective Handbook. For your missions, enable defending the law, never turn your back on justice, only those who seek the truth can grasp it. There's no time to go back. His friend's in danger. His guard, Anri, is look for the other boy Ryu. We did that one already. We're on this bit, I believe. Let's go over the evidence in a group meeting. Right, it was a group meeting, if I recall. Yeah. Science. Oh, we shall start the meeting. Let's get this meeting started then. First off, we should review all our info that's relevant to the case. The incident took place around midnight 5 days ago. Oh yeah, that's right. The two groups were sort of like each group had a member that was attacked. So it's like, wait a second, they claimed it was the Vipers and the Vipers claimed it the Testament. So it's like, what's going on here? Members of both the Saber Vipers and Testaments were each ambushed by unknown assailants. However, the attacks occurred at two different locations in the city's downtown district. Here and here. The Testament's members was attacked in the alleyway to the west. And the Saber Viper got messed up in front of Ignis, which is towards the east. In other words, the attacks happened at opposite ends of the area. Exactly, by spacing them this far apart, it prevented each group from immediately learning about the attack on the other. So consequently, each group came to the conclusion that they were attacked by the other, which is what we confirmed today. Yeah, the only answer that makes sense is that there was a third party involved.
どちらかのメンバー全員が口裏を合わせない限りどっちの犯行も不可能だろう。
Unless both groups rehearse their accounts, chances of either group being responsible for attacking the other are pretty damn slim.
ああ、この段階で2つの犯行を第三者の仕業だと仮定してしまっても構わないと思う。
Agreed. Based on the evidence so far, it's safe to assume the attacks were the workers from third party.
そうね。少しずつ可能性を絞らないと前に進めないし。
All we can do now is consider all the possibilities and rule out the ones that don't seem feasible.
で、その第三者として上がってきた名前があるわけね。
But we ought to have an idea who that third party. Why must I get the sneezels now? Why? But we ought to have an idea who that third party might be. Isn't that right, Lloyd? We do?
ああ、
Yeah.
ルバーチェ商会。
yeah, the mafia.
支配しているというマフィアだ。
They're the ones in control of Crossbell's criminal underbelly, the notorious mafia, Ravash and Co.
グレイスさんの情報によれば、半月ほど前、その構成員が旧市街で目撃されている。
According to the the intel Grace shared with us, someone spotted mafiosos snooping around the downtown district a couple of weeks ago.
その情報自体の真意を確かめている時間はないけど。
Unfortunately, we don't have the time to verify the credibility of that.
まずはルバーチが2件の傷害事件を起こしたという過程で話を進めてみよう。
But for now, let's continue the review with the assumption that Ravash was responsible for both attacks.
そうなると、
Well, that brings us to the next question.
やはり問題は動機ですか。
What was their motive?
ああ、それが問題だ。
Exactly. Figuring out the answer to that is crucial.
逆に言えば、それが明らかにならない限り、推理は振り出しに戻り。
If we can't figure out their motive, we're all the way back to square one.
動機ね。
Motive, huh?
利害の絡みそうにないマフィアと2組の不良集団。
There's hardly any conflict of interest between the mafia and the two gangs.
それら3つの点を結ぶ線があるは
There must be some line that connects these three dots together.
ず。ねえロイド、見当はついているのでしょ。
I imagine you already have some idea of what that is, don't you, Lloyd?
まだ確信があるわけじゃないけど。
Well, I can't say with absolute certainty, of course.
3つの点を結ぶ線。考えられるとしたら。
But I think there's at least one thing that might connect these three factors. The land? Wazy Ward, the presence of Heiyui. I think it was this one.
可能性があるとすれば、現実的なのはヘイユエだろう。
The only realistic possibility that comes to mind is Heiyui.
ああ、あのヒゲ先生が教えてくれた情報か。
Right, our grizzly friend mentioned them, didn't he?
確かに可能性としては一番ありそうな気がするけど。
That definitely feels like the most likely possibility for now.
でもそうだとしたらどんな線になるのかしら。
In that case, though, what about Heiyui contacts these three?
点同士が線で結ばれるのは何らかの必然性。
In order for them to be connected, there must be some necessity.
となると、平ゆえ絡みでマフィアが2組の不良集団を襲う必然性があるわけですか。
For example, was it this connection with Heiyui that made the attacks against the two gangs unavoidable? Without power for 4 hours? Holy moly. That's a lot of time. Oh yeah, we have the mafia. Wait, did she say? I'm pretty sure she didn't say mafia. She didn't say mafia. Just South Africa things, absolutely. Oh yeah, she probably said it in the voice work though. Honestly, I tuned it out to a degree. But yeah. I hope you're doing good, guys. I'll just say sorry for your luck on rolls, but at least you got an E2 Clara. That's something. I would like an E2 Clara. I mean, that 30% extra damage on, reaction is pretty good, the counter. I'm sure it was you that posted it in Discord. Unless I'm going blind. Let me have a look. Yeah, it was you. It was you. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just like, It's like, well, what do you mean? Ah, I never noticed that flying banner before. And wait. Curling is also playing frickin' DK. I did not think curling actually played DK. Oh no, so that's not curling, that's Crisis. That's Crisis. I just saw C. Never mind. Yeah. I think it's probably got PEGI 16 due to the language more than the actual anything else. I just don't understand why they always bring in censorship later. We don't need it. We're big boys and girls. We can have, you know, jiggle physics. God damn it. We can have it. Yeah, that would explain everything. Honestly, like, I know this is going to sound weird, but can they not just run it through them first before releasing all the promotional material? You know, before anything. Like, if it's going to be a problem and they know these sort of things are going to probably crop up and be issues, maybe they should just, you know, it's silly. It's silly. There must be, like, a department they can go to, like, okay, is this okay or not? Like, you know, like PEGI. Oh?
なんかひらめいたか
What you thinking?
必然性の話だよ。
Well, about that necessity Tio mentioned.
ヘイユへのクロスベル進出を受けて、ルバーチ側がすることといえばなんだ
What do you think Revarch would do if they found out Heiyu was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbell? Wait, is she the pink-haired one with the big badonkadonk, or is it the one which is part of Bellabog Industries? Why can we not have nice things? Like they've had those titty sizes for ages in like every video and stuff. Yeah, it is the one with the big hair. Oh my god, they've had that in promotional material and going around Chinese places, like game fairs for like for an entire year, and they never said anything there. That's so crazy. It's because the censorship's already happening. You see, curling in Zone Zero. What? What? It's just a tank top. That's all it is. I mean, even Raiden Shogun basically has a similar outfit to what she's wearing. What the shit? Hey, Nakamira's having her short change, but the hot pants are what made her awesome. I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Body horror is made less gruesome. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough, but that was also part of their sort of warning anyway, like contains stuff like that or whatever. We just aren't allowed nice things. We just really aren't allowed nice things. Except for curling. We're allowed curling. Like, honestly, are they worse than Australia at this point? I still remember the Left 4 Dead being absolutely nerfed in Australia. Oh no. Oh no, what a shame. We've seen worse in Resident Evil games. And Dead Space. And an infinite amount of hot males because for some reason showing men naked is okay so long as you don't see the tip. Exactly. Which is so weird. Well, I could understand in a way because I know they're trying to like control population and stuff like that. But gee, it's like the opposite of Japan where they're like, please, we need to put more sex in so people want to have babies. In China, it's the opposite. It's like, no, cover it up. That's babies. I mean, I'm still probably going to check it out anyway, but still, it doesn't make me happy that all these sort of like these unnecessary censors. Once again, they should have their version and we should just have our version. Just, original artists and stuff. Exactly. If it's Peggy 16, I'd understand if they made it a 12A. They're having to do the work anyway, Ray. That's the thing. Like the advertising with the trailers like it's coming out like in January. It's crazy. What do you think Ravash would do if they found out, hey, he was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbell?
それは単純に考えれば戦力増強だろう。
Well, I'd imagine they'd want to build up their forces pronto.
兵隊の増強と武装の強化、どちらも欲しいところだよな。
Recruit more people and upgrade their weaponry, you know?
マフィアなら武装の強化は密貿易で確保できるだろう。
I have no idea who Garrus is. But maybe? Hello there, Sparkles, my word. Have you been okay? I've been worried. I was about to put about a missing persons poster. Haven't seen you all week. Busy. Ravash should have no problems getting new weapons, given their known smuggling operations.
だが戦闘員の方はどうだ？
But how do they go about recruiting people?
そいつは。
Good question.
普通に考えたら両兵団を雇うところでしょうけど。
That Garrus. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Normally you'd hire Jaegers.
ダメね。クロスベルはいろいろな意味で周辺諸国から注目されすぎている。
But that's unlikely in Crossbell's case, given the scrutiny the neighboring countries put on us.
不戦条約の手前もあるし、両兵団を勝手に動かしたりしたら、帝国と共和国が黙っていないわ。
So long as the non-aggression pact stands, Arabonia and Calvard would never overlook unauthorized Jaegers entering the state.
それは両者の意を受ける政治家や議員たちにも同じこと。
The two Diet factions representing them would likely react the same way too. Right, so they have a governor is split up between Calvard and Arabonia. Okay, or at least they have something like that. Interesting. Oh, that's it.
ロイドさん、もしかして。
Lloyd, could the Mafia be
その兵隊候補として不良どもをってことかよ。
recruiting a gang member?
なあ、血の気が多く、しかも統率されている若者たち。
To be fair, I don't know how hot it is in Africa, but it's kind of cold here in the UK, so fair enough. It isn't crazy, because I know normally we have winter, like Australia normally has their summer, so yeah. It's not winter everywhere, I know that for a fact. Hot-blooded and more or less disciplined.
この町で運用できる戦力としては、まさにうってつけだろ。
I can't think of a more perfect pool of candidates to beef up the Mafia's presence in the city.
しかし、どちらのグループにも目障りな存在がいるとしたら。
But there are certain individuals in each gang preventing that, aren't there?
なるほど。
Right.
あのワジ君は間違ってもマフィアに協力しそうにないし。
I could never see Wazy cooperating with the Mafia.
あのバルドさんもお山の大将でいたいタイプ。
And I doubt Wald would bow down to any kind of authority, even Ravash.
とてもマフィアの下で働きそうにはありませんね。
He is not the type of person who would allow others to boss him around.
そこでお互いを潰し合わせて弱体化したあたりを見計らって一気に取り込みにかかる。
You know what? I can kind of see the Garrus in Randy now. Weirdly enough, if he was a bug alien, yeah, he'd be Garrus. So Ravash realizes there's some plots to weaken the two gangs. Intend to swoop in later and bag the remaining members.
なるほど、そういう筋書きかよ。
Hell, that must be it.
あくまで可能性の一つだ。
Remember, this is still nothing more than a theory.
現時点である情報を一つずつ組み立てた場合のね。
All we've done is bring together the facts and try to make sense of them. What about? He's a space grasshopper.
またまた謙遜するなっての。
Look at you being all modest.
私もかなり的を射ていると思うわ。
I think that your analysis of the situation isn't too far off from the truth, Lloyd.
推理にも無理がないし、状況的な説得力もあるもの。
Your reasoning was sound and logical.
伊達に捜査官の資格を持ってはいませんね。
Clearly, your detective certifications were well earned.
ありがとう。
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
それでさ、
So, everyone.
この推理、あの二人にも伝えた方がいいと思わないか？
Our next move should be to explain our theory to those two, don't you think?
あの二人って。
Yes, the pizza party. You haven't missed anything in terms of this. Literally, it's the exact same place I left it last time I was at, where we were just about to start a meeting. In terms of the week, we checked out Backpack here, which is quite cute. Probably plan to maybe have a look at that again at some point. I've now bought myself Atelier Riser, which is my other potential option for today I was going to do. I bought the first one in the sale. I've checked out the new event in Reverse 1999. Got quite a few cards in that as well. Nikkei, I'm now at a point where I'm kind of struggling in the story again, but you know what? It's okay. It's all right. It is what it is. I've still yet to be blessed by any SSRs from the actual character ones. I still have not been doing good. No, we're not doing a half and half stream. We're not doing one of those. We'll see how things go. Apart from that, yeah, that's about it really that I can think of and remember, because it's been a bit of a rough week. So yeah. Yeah. I might want to get past the prologue today. I've only been spending 9 hours doing the prologue. Oh, and I've also finished editing all of first chapter, so now I'm on to second chapter. Those two?
おいおい、まさか。
Hey, you don't mean...
そう。
I sure do.
バルド・バレスにワジヘミスフィ
Odd Worlds and Wazy Hemisphere.
ア、サーベル・バイパーとテスタメンツのヘッドたちさ。
I'm on about with the... Because this is the third game in the series. I've done Trails in the Sky... Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter. Then Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter. This is Trails from Zero, which then goes into Trails from Azure, which is the one after this. All set in the same universe, but it's like the third in the series. Technically, there is also Chapter 3, but that's kind of like an almost spin-off standalone thing that's not necessarily needed to be played. And there's also the Cold Steel series as well. No, I'm explaining, damn it. I'm explaining. There is no joking, only seriousness. How dare. But I mean, there might be a split today, but it's not going to be... I don't know if I'll do Atelier. I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel. I can't go too late tonight because I'm in at 11 tomorrow, so I really don't want to be going super duper late tonight. I know it's started up later, but it's like literally a whole day, and then I've got all of Sunday. Sad. Very sad.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
No! No! Nah. Leaders of the Saber Vipers and the Testaments. Of course there's a cut-off there. Of course there was.
駅前通りの外れにある資材置き場だったが。
Oh, yeah, and Curling's having a pizza party. I did get myself Pickles. Pickles is now home. He's not leveled at all, but I did get him. Yeah, this is the Calvard Republic, not the Calvard Republic. I forget what this place is called. This place is Crossbell. This is Crossbell's Inn. Station Street, near where the construction materials are stored.
しかし、通信で呼び出したかと思えば。
Asking me to come here alone in the middle of the damn night.
警察のガキどもが一体何様のつもりだ。
Who do these police brats think they're dealing with? I'm gonna have to question that, Curling. What? Dragon Slayer or Gagharv? I'm confused. Is that
多分共和国方面の最終列車ってところじゃない？
the last train bound for Calvert? Yes, I believe it was.
マジ？
No, I did not do that one. That's why I was so confused. Like, what the fuck is he on about? I don't know if they're in the same universe. I have no idea. They could be, but I don't know. Wheezy.
やあ、こんばんは、バルド。
Good evening, Ward.
なかなかいい夜だね。月が濡れたように輝いているよ。
What a beautiful night to bathe in the mystic moonlight. Wouldn't you agree?
てめえ。
Oh, this is rich. Yes, this is me in real life. Absolutely.
そうか。そういうことだったのか。
Yeah, you caught me. I walk around. I've got like a wonderful head of hair like a chicken, and I'm always wearing like a small tank top. Topless, clearly, except for that jacket, with a collar around my neck. It's just absolutely what I'd be cosplaying as. You pretend to be one of those CPD pissqueaks to catch me off guard.
警察のガキどもを語って俺をはめたってことかよ。
You must think you're so damn clever.
そういうことなら話は早い。
Fine, bring it on, pretty boy. No pizza for you.
怠慢なら望むところだ。ここでケリをつけてやろう。
If you're looking for a fight, I'm more than happy to give you one. Let's end this.
僕としてはそれでも依存はないけれど。
You know, I'm always up for a bit of late night wrestling. Patrick about where is this going?
あいにく僕も君と同じくこの場に招待されたゲストでね。
But alas, I am but a mere guest at this rendezvous.
何？
The hell does that mean?
ほら、来たみたいだよ。
You'll see soon. They just arrived.
てめえら。
It's you punks. I have a feeling Wald knows his brother, but I don't know about Wazy, because Wazy's meant to be from out of town, maybe, but it's possible.
すまない二人とも待たせてしまったみたいだな。
Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
お招きに預かり光栄至極。
Oh no, it's a pleasure to be here. Please.
約束通りさぞ面白い話を聞かせてくれるんだろうね。
So, what's this fun anecdote you promised to share with us?
面白いかどうかはともかく興味深い話ではあると思う。
Well, I don't know if fun is the right word exactly,
早速聞いてくれるか。
but I'm sure you'll both find it interesting at least. Good afternoon, Gwen. Hello there.
ちょっと待ちやがれ。
Oh, the phone.
面白い話だ。一体何を言ってやがる。
Anecdotes? Fun? What the hell are you two going on about?
バカだな君は。
Oh, Wald, you're such a simpleton. What did you?
5日前の夜旧市街で起こった2件の傷害事件。
Surely you remember the incidents that occurred 5 nights ago?
その真犯人の目星がついたって話に決まってるじゃないか。
They're here to tell us who they believe the culprit was. Obviously.
何？
The culprit? What do you mean?
驚いた。
Impressive deduction, Wazy.
あなたの方も疑っていたようですね。
I assume you already had your own suspicions?
まあ僕も最初はメンバーの勝手な暴走かと思ってたんだけど。
Well, at first, I wondered if one of my members had perhaps acted out of line.
よくよく状況を整理してみると、どう考えても不自然じゃないか。
But as I started to sort things out, I realized that something was off about the whole situation. But speaking of spin-offs, it's like not many people know the Persona games are also a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off. Eh? Because it was like, I can't remember what it was, but there was some game series that was just Japan exclusive, where it's all to do with, like, you know, in the schools and whatnot. Was the original was a spin-off of something else, like a Shin Megami Tensei game, and that became the inspiration for Persona. So yeah, and then technically from Persona 3 are technically more spin-offs of Persona 1 and 2 because they were a lot darker, a lot darker. But as I started to sort things out, I realized that something was off about the whole situation.
バイパー側にしてもそれは同じ。
That goes for the Saber Viper's side too.
まあ、僕の推理はそこで止まっちゃってるけどね。
Sadly, that's as far as my deductions could take me.
そうか。だったら話は早そうだ。
I see, that will make things easy to explain at least. Just remember, because we are the police, we always got handcuffs with us, so yes. We could.
バルド・バレス。
Ward Wales.
いろいろと不審なことはあるかもしれないけど。
I know there are still gaps in our theory.
まずは一旦、こちらの話を最後まで聞いてくれないか。
Still, would you listen to what we've found so far? Fine.
手短に話せ。
Keep it short.
もしくだらねえ話だったら、その頭をかち割ってやるからな。
Waste a minute of my time and I'll bash that baby face of yours in.
これが現時点での情報を組み立ててみた推理だ。
Yeah, it's a spin-off of Drakengard. I love that. But yeah, speaking of like dailies as well, don't forget in Star Rail, today is the first day, or at least because it's doing the 12 thing again, of the double planet ornament drops in Star Rail. So go forth and get yourself some new relics, or some nice new relics at least. Yeah, break up that monotony of having to grind the follow-up relics and stuff. That's a spin-off based on what could it be? Because yeah, it's considered the joke ending because it's got loads of giant babies and it's the most batshit ending. Where you're like, were they high when they did this ending? Because it's the most out there ending that there is. And yet it's like technically the canonical one, even though it's considered the joke one by many. But like Yoko Taro said, like all the endings of Nier are basically canonical. It's just whichever one you believe to be real. And because the way it works in the universe of the Nier games, at least, every single one of them is kind of real. Because it's just like, oh, the machines start again, you know? It's just the way it goes. A new cycle begins. And that's what we've come to with the information on hand.
率直な感想を聞かせてほしい。
I'd like to hear each of your thoughts on it.
やれやれ、参ったね。
My, how unexpected.
まさかマフィアなんかにそこまでコケにされてたとは。
To think that we played right into the Mafia's hands. Technically, yes. Mostly because, like, that's still just another 2B android that's just fallen over like the many other 2B androids that you see are, like, dead on the floor.
それじゃ。
Does that mean...
今の話納得してくれたのかしら。
You agree with Lloyd's theory?
納得も何も。
But of course.
前にルバーチェの使いが僕たちのところに来てるからね。
After all, Ravashi sent some of their agents to visit us already.
いい目を見させてやるから、うちの下で働かないかってね。
They asked us to work for them, promising us the moon and stars for our service.
もちろん、鼻で笑って追い返してやったけどさ。
Needless to say, I immediately turned them down and sent them on their merry way.
そうだったのか。
Huh. Interesting.
決まりだな。
Oh, that settles things with one of them.
バルド、君のところはどうだい？
So, Ward?
やっぱりマフィアの勧誘があったんじゃないの？
I assume the Mafia paid you a social card as well.
あ
Well, cool as well.
一月くらい前にな。
Yeah, about a month ago. It could be. You'd have to look at the actor.
あまりに舐めた話だったから脅しつけて叩き出してやったが。
They were acting all high and mighty, so I decided to show them what real strength looked like. Sent them packing real fast.
まさかここまで舐めた真似をしてくれるとはな。
Can't believe they actually had the balls to pull a fast one on me like this.
ラジてめえとの決着は延期だ。
Wazzy, I'm postponing our duel.
マフィアだろうと関係ねえ。まとめて叩き潰してやら。
First, I gotta warm up by crushing the smug mugs of those mobsters.
ちょっと
But wait, you can't.
沸点低すぎです。
Such a short temper.
落ち着いてくれ。下手にそんなことをしたら。
Calm down, Ward. Any acting recklessly will just lead to...
ほんとバカだな。
The last time was merely jest. But you really are a simpleton.
何？
Say that again.
マフィア相手に喧嘩して勝ち目があるわけないだろ。
You know perfectly well that you don't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own. I mean, technically, the newly added ending into Near Replicant, where, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but I think it's ending E. I think it's ending E for Near Replicant. That one wasn't in the original game, but it was in the, like, not vision, of the audio sort of novel, whatever it was they called it. So it did exist, but they didn't ever put it in the game. So technically it is kind of more the canonical, because as far as we're aware, I believe he did... Actually, no, it is supposed to be canonical that he sacrifices himself. Because of all of the replicants being dead, and of course Near Automata is a direct sequel to Replicant, supposedly. So yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely nothing. I mean, we're getting pizza, we're having a pizza party one way or another, we're having a pizza party in real life, Curling is hosting, and we're going to have a pizza party in the game as well. So I don't see anything wrong with this whatsoever, shape or form. You know perfectly well that you don't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own.
下手に乗り込んだところで蜂の巣にされるのがオチだろうね。
Just imagine it, the leader of the Saber Vipers, Walled Wales, waltzing into the Mafia's sights like a pig to slaughter. You don't stand a chance.
やってみなきゃわかんねえだろ。
Shut it, we don't know what'll happen till we
あ
try.
のね、君はいいとしても
Maybe you could survive.
君の可愛い射程たちまでそれに巻き込むつもりかい？
What about your poor little vipers? Can they catch bullets with their teeth? Cheer.
ならてめえはどうなんだ。
What do you propose we do then, you bony wise ass?
ここまでコケにされて仲間をやられたままでおめおめと引き下がれんのか。
You really expect me to just sit here and swallow the shame of having our men hurt like that, huh?
そんなわけないだろ。
Of course I don't.
今回の件、関わってるのはマフィアでもごく一部のはずだ。
I believe that only a small part of the Mafia was actually involved in this little scheme.
なら、そいつらにのみ落とし前をつけさせればいい。
As such, there's no need to take the whole organization on. Just a handful of them who have it coming.
報復もできないくらいきっちりと筋を通した上でね。
And I know just the way to get our revenge and ensure they never show their faces in the downtown district ever again.
バルド、君にも協力してもらうよ。
I require your help though, Ward, my dear.
お前
You need my help.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Hold on, you two.
何をするつもりだ？あんまり不穏なことは。
What are you planning if you do anything to break the law?
ああ、心配しなくても君たちにも手伝ってもらうから。
Oh, relax. If anything illegal happens, you'll be right there to stop it. After all, You're helping too. We're doing what now?
君たちの任務は旧市街での事件を解決すること。
Isn't it your responsibility to resolve the conflict brewing in the downtown district?
だったらマフィアが今後僕たちに余計な手出しをしないよう言い含めてやる必要がある。
I'd claim that it makes your obligation to gently persuade the mafia into leaving all of us down there alone. For good.
どう違うかい？
Do correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd.
それは
Well,
どういうこと？よ
what exactly is Wasey talking about?
くわかりませんが。
I do not quite understand either.
なんかロイドのやつ取って食われそうだな。
Looks to me like he's about to sink his fangs into poor Lloyd. Ow.
あんな面白い推理をわざわざ披露してくれたんだ。
Remember, it was you who bothered to call us out here. To share your grand theory.
責任を取って最後まで付き合ってもらうよ。
Isn't it only natural to see this case through?